I've worked on like media for a long time, and there's one truth that always carries through it. When you're doing things live, you're going to eventually say something that's stupid, something that comes off wrong, something that doesn't make sense, something that ends up having the exact opposite effect that you desired. So I've been making YouTube videos for about 4 years now. I've been streaming on Twitch even longer. And before that, my job was I was a TV announcer for sports. So I've quite literally been in this position a lot of times. But I don't think I have ever fallen as flat as Jamie Carragher just did. I don't know if you've seen this. And if you haven't, I need you to strap in. But first, you got to catch up on the lore. And if you don't know the lore, then this isn't going to make nearly as much sense. So Kate Abdo is the host of like a pre, mid, post-match show that's on CBS. And I don't really know how the different TV, the different TV market things kind of work. But yeah, this is the CBS crew, but I think they get streamed to like different, TVs, whatever. It's Jamie Carragher, Micah Richards, Thierry Henry, and this girl named Kate Abdo. And there has been a long-running internet meme of Thierry Henry having a crush on Kate Abdo, right? It's not something they necessarily ever acknowledged on the show, maybe jokingly once or twice, but something that the internet had picked up on, like that Thierry Henry maybe was laying it on thick to Kate Abdo, or they were working in an arm touch or laughing at each other's jokes, or he was just making one of those dude faces like, I don't know. I don't have enough Riz to give a proper representation of Thierry Henry hitting on somebody. Yeah, no, I can't do it. But there were like, sometimes this stuff is imagined, obviously. Maybe it's something that they were even hamming up for the cameras to drive engagement into the CBS sports show. But it was something that people had picked up on and people had noticed and people had been talking about for a long time. People had been talking about for a long time. And that is why, very recently, the most recent chapter in this book of lore is that Kate Abdo came out publicly as having, I think it's a boyfriend, at the very least, a serious boyfriend, or perhaps a fiance. I can't remember which. It's Deontay Wilder's boxing trainer, some dude named Malik. And then they posted a picture together. And then, of course, as the internet does, they ran away with an excellent collection of memes of Thierry Henry, like, as sad Jordan or whatever, like finding out that finding out that Kate Abdo's in a relationship and now that he had lost his work wife or, whatever. Any different direction the internet could have gone with that joke about Thierry Henry being sad about it and everything. That's the background to this. And it's one of those things where it was so popular for so long that if Thierry Henry had a crush on Kate Abdo, whatever, that there's no way they didn't know about it either. Like all of the panelists definitely were aware of it. And it was something that they were probably hamming up. And that all came crashing down in one brilliant moment of television, where Jamie Carragher decided to, I don't even know if he like Jamie Carragher decided to go for a very difficult concept. He went for humor, right? He went for humor in the post-match breakdown after Arsenal's win over Porto. And I haven't watched the clip, but I know what he said. And Zealand Variety Hour, I endure great pain watching awkwardness. So we're going to watch it, and it is going to subject me to great pain. I hope you know that. I'm willing to do that for you, but I have not watched it, and we will watch it now. It's like a 30-second clip. Got it queued up right here. I knew I could find it on Reddit or Twitter, but honestly, Reddit's UI is like easier to watch on. So this is the clip. This is Jamie Carragher's attempt at humor, given that like the background of this. Oh, wait, you need a little more background. Sorry. You're not fully caught up. So Jamie Carragher's in an Arsenal jersey. That's what this conversation starts about. The reason he's in an Arsenal jersey is Micah Richards was in the Arsenal jersey during like the pregame show because Carragher found out that he was I don't know. The Arsenal jersey was getting passed around, and it starts with Jamie Carragher suggesting that they should continue to pass the Arsenal jersey around the rest of the desk, specifically to Abdo. Okay, here we go. This was the moment. So here he is. He's talking about who's going to wear the Arsenal shirt next. Right.
Next, and for the last part, you've got to wear it.
No, I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
To who?
My jacket
Manchester
looks nice,
United.
big man.
Thank you
My
very
jacket
much.
looks nice.
Not to Malik.
Oh, it's so much worse. Because I've read it. I read the script. Right? Somebody gave me the script and I read it, but there's a pause there that makes it so much worse. You can tell he's processing, and he's like, we've all been there. We've all been in a conversation, and I'm like, I've got a joke that's on the edge here. And you add that extra pause, right? You add that extra pause that makes it worse. You're like, not to Malik, right, boys? And then from what I've heard, it flops spectacularly. I don't know if I can get through these 7 seconds, though, because that pause and the deafening silence around when he says it is crippling. Like I'm in immense physical pain. This is brutal. Like this is one of those just absolutely brutal TV meltdowns where I said that I'd heard this was worse than anything I'd ever gone through. Dude, back in the beginning of my announcing days, my alarm didn't go off and I slept through the first half of a game, and me showing up for the second half was less awkward than this. I once called a game where I was given, this is way back in the, this was obviously not at the high level of professional announcing that I eventually got to. But at the beginning, I was calling like this lower level game, and I was given the rosters for each team. We didn't have time to run pronunciations or anything. I called the entire half with the wrong roster, like of a roster of a different team. So like number 5, instead of being John Smith, was Bob Wilson, but I was just saying John Smith. And at halftime, some dude walks over and's like, hey, we think you have the wrong roster. Literally swaps it out. And I just like have to get on air and like apologize. Any weird mistake that I've had, this is so bad. All right, I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to get through all 15.
Wear it next, and for the last part, you've got to wear it.
I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
To who?
My jacket
Manchester
looks nice,
United.
big man.
Thank you
My
very
jacket
much.
looks
Don't
nice.
do it.
What? Why would you even say that?
Sorry?
He hasn't had a mention in the show yet,
He
has
hasn't had a
No. How is it worse than I can imagine, dude? Not even the director, the producer, and the people working the cameras don't even know where to go. They don't even know what to show, dude. They don't know what to show.
What?
Look at Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry's like, bro, looks at her, looks at him. He starts laughing like a friggin' maniac because, he just, look at how red he is. Do you know how hard it is to turn that red in 2 seconds? Jamie Carragher has been in TV for a while. He's not an idiot. I actually think he's a pretty good presenter. He knows immediately what he's just stepped in. Kate Obdo, to her credit, there's no good way to handle this. She just goes, what? Why would you even say that? And Thierry Henry's just going back and forth. Micah's probably trying to get off this. He is. He's trying to get off the set, dude. He just looks down. Look at him.
What?
It's like, bro, he is like, get me off this camera right now. He looks down. He looks to the left. He's like, dude, you did not just say that. And it's so brutal when you're in this position because it's one thing to be super unfunny and awkward when you're in like a private conversation in a circle of people. But when you work in TV or you work in live media, if you happen to have one of those moments, you're not just like embarrassing yourself in front of your friends and making a fool of yourself here and being just like kind of a jerk. You're like amplifying it by millions of people. And he already knows. He's trying to laugh so hard. That's such a forced thing. Thierry Henry is like begging forgiveness at Kate. Like, I swear I didn't tell him to say that.
He hasn't had a mention in the show yet. He hasn't had a mention in...
Why would you even say that?
Sorry?
She says why would you even say that while she's looking at Thierry Henry, dude. And then Thierry Henry just goes, sorry? Like, really? Like, her work husband, right, is just trying to absolve. This is gold. It was painful to watch the first time, but now that we're breaking down the film here, absolute gold. The horror on Thierry Henry's face, dude. The horror on his face. What the hell? That's so funny. He's just mortified. He's like, Jamie Carragher's just ruined any chance that I had.
Say that.
Sorry?
He hasn't had a mention in the show yet, has he?
That's very professional, though. Jamie Carragher then reaches his hand into the scalding hot lava and tries to pull it out with, honestly, in that situation, not many better things Jamie Carragher could have said. Because if he apologizes, he makes it an even bigger deal. It would have been nice to say, like, sorry, he just hasn't had a mention in the show yet. You throw in a small apology, but if he makes a big grand apology of it, then you're blowing it even farther out of proportion. He tries to just keep the show going. The producers in their ear like, can we get off? Can we get off the screen, please? And then Kate plays off that, but once the camera cut, Kate was like, what the fuck? That's got to be the first thing Kate said. Thierry Henry's texted Jamie Carragher tonight like, you idiot. But hey, look, if you work in live media, this happens. Jamie Carragher made a complete idiot out of himself. Hope Kate's okay, because that's just really, really awkward to deal with. That's just so awkward. Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be able to watch that again. Sorry, that's it.